stopped a bit, and here we are at the Great Wall, at the beginning of the route. And as you can see, Helen's sitting there, and that's where we're going, right up to the top. It's supposed to take half an hour, but we'll see. Well, here we are, climbing the Great Wall. And as you can see, a lot of people have already been up and are on the way down, but we'll give it a go. We're pleased to hear that I won't be dictating this all the way up, but as you can see, it's quite a little walk. It's also very windy, so excuse me for a bit of a shudder there. Well, that's the first section, but interestingly enough, where everybody else is trying to stop people putting locks on, here they're encouraging it.
Love and commitment and things like that.
Amazing. Well, onward and upward. Well, that's stage one, and you can see where we've walked up to. This is the first tower. I might add that there are some very large steps, sometimes almost 15 centimeters tall. So if a stick or something, forget about it. And we are only a small way up. Now remember what I said about steep steps? Well, there goes Helen. And as you can see, they are not particularly shallow. I think it'll be more difficult actually coming down. Well, here goes. Well, it's not too bad. Some steps are smaller than others. Slow sure. Well, I think you've probably heard enough from me till I've reached the top. Signing off. Well, here we are at number 8, Beacon Tower. Bit of a climb. I'll wait for my wife. Tends to be a bit of jam on the way up. Must be hell when it's really crowded. Anyway. Here she is. There we are. He's coming. Slow but sure. You made it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we are inside Beacon Tower, number 8. This is the view down the valley towards Beijing. I'll just come in and sweep around a bit, see what we can get. Plenty of squirrels all over the wall. Plenty of scribbling all over the wall. And of course, everyone wants to get the shot. Sorry about the shakes. Ah, that's better. Now, fewer shakes. There we are. So, can you hear this music? It's amazing what some people have on their ringtones. There seems to be some steps here. So let's have a look. And this is where we're going. I think I'll leave these steps. Let's go to the top of the tower until we can get to that one up there. What a view, I think. Okay, let's move it along. So if you're a bit tired from here, see your signs and the shop, various wall souvenirs as they say in the shop, And in fact, you can walk down a separate path, which you might be able to see down there. More picturesque, and not so many steps, so probably easier on the knees. Anyway, the wall stretches away into the distance. So let's move on. Well, there's number 8, Beacon Tower, and this is where we've just climbed up. And the evenness of the steps is quite interesting. Unfortunately, uneven high. Still, let's move around. Everyone takes their selfies. We'll see the next stage. Well, like a few others, we've decided to have a bit of a rest here. Not so many people seem to get up that far. Oh, this far, sorry. But here comes the wind again. If you're looking at what these are, they're repairing the steps, which is great, but the real problem for me, wearing the contact lenses, is in fact the dust. Still, no rest for the wicked. Let's get up the last bit. As I said, sorry about the shaking, but you know, you get a bit out of breath. Well, I'm a bit out of breath, as you can probably hear, but slow and steady. We're pretty much at the top from what you can see from the bottom. There below on the right, just here, you can see Beacon Tower 10, which has got a little art gallery inside it. So there we go. Now we might try and have a go at the next one, but not much else. It's now 10 to 10. So there's a big view. We'll see what else we can get. As you see, here's the tower. Here's Helen having a rest very sensibly. Hello. Yeah, the wind is fortunately cooling, but it's not doing wonders for my contact lenses. Here's the hills. We're pretty much on top of the ridge here. As you can see, plenty of pollution down there. This is the inside, pretty much of a muchness. And here's the way up. Well, interestingly enough, oh my God, here comes the wind. Look at those bushes. Great fun with contact lenses. This is the last bit here. I think we'll call the day after this. The Great Wall goes on for a few thousand K. Doesn't seem to have any steps, so that's a relief, isn't it? Well, I couldn't resist this reveal to the top bit. Here we are. And it's bloody windy. However, it goes on and on, but I think this is as far as we'll go. Let's just have a walk around, see what we got here. There's the complex there below. And here's where we've come from. It's pretty windy out here. Well, sorry for the bit of a natural break there. I'm afraid I got an eye full of dust. The wind is blowing a lot, to put it bluntly. It's cooling us, fortunately, because it's quite sunny out here. Good weather, as you can see. But there is a lot of dust. And we're running out of time, actually. So we'll have to be making our way down. I might see if we can get on top of this tower briefly. Let's see. Oh, well, it's a bit bumpier going down, isn't it? I wonder how my knees are going to be at the bottom. Here we go, these steps. are a bit narrow, so I'll let Helen get up and then I'll follow her up. Well, we made it. This has to be a quick one because I think we're getting a wee bit short of time. But, so that's where we were. And that's where we came from. And of course, where we're going down. Yep. Quite a long way. 上方两侧各排列着5尊佛像，称为十方佛。It's Beacon Tower 8, I believe. And there, no, that's Beacon Tower 8. Sorry, the other one was Beacon Tower 10. And there, it's difficult to follow it completely, is where the bottom is. In the car park. Oh, what a long way, but oh, did you feel that wind? I must say, if it wasn't windy, it would be bloody hot up here. They do warn you against using your cell phone during the thunderstorms, though. I wonder what the people who built the wall would have thought of that. You want some indication of the wind? That's Helen being blown about. Oh, there we are. Oh, let's go down. Well, we made it down this bit. So we're now starting back down onto the main journey. A bit tougher on the knees. I'm not looking forward to those large steps. But still, the weight of the bag, camera bag, is certainly not so much going down. Well, I'll keep stepping. I wonder how many steps there are. And talk to you again lower down. Yes, guys, it's panda time. And
there's crowds down there.
Here we go. We leave the pandas behind, and that's where we're going. That's the bit we've just been, where they've been repairing. The wind's blowing me away. I'll just zoom in a bit. It's quite steep. These poor guys, only people tramping past, and some of the stones are quite late. They're waving to us. Well, it's a long job. Okay, that's the first bit. That's down to 10. That was the steep bit that they were repairing earlier. So, onwards and downwards. Okay, here we are outside Beacon Tower 8. I'll just pull back. I quite like the pagoda. And we're on the last lap. There is an easy way down, only there doesn't have any steps, but it's a lot longer, it zigzags. But we've decided to stick to the main route because we're not sure of how much time we've got. Oh well, downwards and onwards. Well, I got to tell you guys, I'm taking my life in my hands here. I'm not holding on to anything. This bit is steep. I'm just going to hold the camera and walk down, see if you can get an impression. It's a bit hard on the knees as we walk around the corner. If you can see how steep it is. Now, if you suddenly see the camera speed up and roll over, you'll know that I've fallen down and missed a step. In fact, it's getting a bit uneven here. There's some big steps and some small steps. So I'll, rather than speed up, I think I might sign off for a minute. Oh dear, it's hard on the knees. Okay guys, this is the last steep bit. So it's tougher at the beginning when you start to walk up, I think. And there's where we're going. Quite a trip. Well, here she is. Back to the start, just about. Interesting sign there. Please protect cultural relics. Presumably cultural, but you never know. And just in case you were thinking of climbing anywhere, there's danger no climbing. These steps, just steps. And here we have one of the understatements of the century, I think. Ramp ahead. Yes, just a wee bit. Here's Helen. We both made it up the top, well, nearly to the top, and we're both looking windswept. She looks windswept. You ought to see me. Well, just to give a recap, if I can see in the light, here's the first part, and then you move up to Beacon 8 Tower, which is this one. Now, Beacon 10 Tower, and you see that a bit peeping out behind. Oh, that's the next one, Beacon 10 Tower there. And then the next bit you see there, I'll zoom in as far as I can go. That's the one with the gallery in it that you can't climb up. Then you move to the right, up there, and then there's a tower that we were on top of. And then to the right, that's as far as we got, and not so glamorous, it's just a toilet block. And if I move down very slowly, that's the pagoda. You can get there, I'm not quite clear how you get there. Anyway, if we pull back, nice rocks on the hillside, you can see how far it is to come down. So, how do you feel?
It's shaking.
Yeah, a bit shaky. I'm sorry about all the shakiness on the way up, but as you can see here, if I zoom in quickly, there's the last feel. There's a lot of people climbing, and I'm told it's not even very crowded today. Well, it's got windy again. Now we're down, but you can see that in the complex they built. There's a coffee shop, see, and quite a nice little village. Traditional roofs and some repairs going on. You can see the walls stretching away into the distance. Nice curved bit down there. Even though you know a lot of it's been restored, it's very impressive, isn't it? Well, I think that's about us from this small, tiny section of the Great Wall. We'll walk back, get picked up. I have to say, tourist or not, it's very well done. And of course, tremendously impressive. Well, back to Beijing.